Playoff football has come to the west coast of Florida, and we are at Raymond James Stadium here in Tampa. Tonight, it's the second game here on this wild card Saturday, as it'll be the Washington Commanders taking on the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. It's the second of our two games here on this Saturday as Super Wild Card Weekend continues here on EA Sports.
On the ground, it's Pierce to begin the drive. They'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
Good running right there. And this is a man who's a 1,000-yard rusher in the regular season, so you know he's going to get his chances, and he picks up nice yardage on that one.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31.
Check, Bobcat, check, Bobcat.
And they'll go right back to Pierce. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. 14 yards there and a Buccaneer first down.
Let's go now. Let's go.
Here's Sims. That's complete to Pierce. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a second and about a foot.
10 yards on the pickup. It's second and inches at the Commanders' 45-yard line.
Ready.
Running it out of the gun with Pierce. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
They did tell us they wanted to establish the ground game early, didn't they?
They did, and a small sample size that we've seen so far, but pretty good return.
Yeah, you got to like that. They've strung together a couple of first downs, established what they wanted, the running game. And guess what? They also got their lead guy running it pretty well, too.
Flush to his right. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
Nice progress down the field was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
Cougar 19.
Now Sims. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
One thing I have learned, receivers don't mind high throws so much to the sideline, but do that over the middle to them, and not only the DB is going to throw a little verbal trash their way, when they get back to the huddle, they're going to have a few words to say to their QB, aren't they?
Yeah, hung out to dry a little bit there on the high throw. Luckily fell incomplete. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Commanders are going to get the football here as they force the INT on the game's opening drive.
Take over first and 10 at their own 38-yard line.
First and 10 here for Hal and the Commanders at their 38. They'll start out here with a jet sweep. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. Second and 10 coming up. Defensively, they have that one pretty well figured out.
Yeah, and one of the things about this play, it can be even more effective when you run a lot of motion, and there's plenty of times you don't hand it off.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
They had the incomplete pass on second down. Now they need a big play here, 3rd and 10. Throwing here, Howell. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down.
He's a talented runner, and that means he's always looking for bigger and bigger gains when he takes off. Certainly found some bonus yards there beyond the first down marker, and this early drive will continue with that extra jolt from his legs.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Here's Howell to throw on 2nd down. Eluding the pressure right. And the timing a bit off that time as that would fall to the ground.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. Touchdown, Washington! Antonio Gibson, 51 yards. And the Commanders will strike first here in this wild card matchup. Extra point safely through, and it's now a 7-0 game.
Commanders 7, Buccaneers 0.
Kick team out there for the Commanders as they send this one away.
The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
The Buccaneers in good field position here to start out. 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Back to throw. Sims escaping the pressure right. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. The wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down.
And a smart play there. He's probably saying, I wish I would have done that on the last drive instead of throwing the interception.
Here we go.
Now a 2nd and 10.
19. Buffalo 18. Go street.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left.
Ready, ready.
And 2nd and 10. He'll look to throw again. And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
That was not a real confident throw right there, and he's just 2 of 7 to start the game. Now he's going to have to find a groove with a big 3rd down coming up. Let's see if his confidence can increase.
60 Bobcat. Cup 19. Cup 19.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Flushed out right. Pass taken in by his big tight end. A big play that time for Tampa Bay. 41 yards. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. Pierce now up the middle. And they'll get him down right around the 16. 2 yards that time. A stark contrast from the big chunk on the previous play.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really.
60. Ready.
To throw on 3rd down. Sims. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And the Bucs are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
A very important 3rd down conversion right there, because when you're trailing and find yourself this deep in enemy territory, The kicker's not even part of your thought process. You got to make it pay off with 6. Nice.
And he's in. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Dameon Pierce, a 5-yard touchdown run. And the Bucs are an extra point away from evening this one up. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This will be a return from deep in the end zone. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Now he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed, a lack of great penetration as they stopped that one behind the line of scrimmage.
So the completion results here in 9 yards. And now we've got a 3rd and 4. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down. Now he'll look to throw it. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Now that's a good bounce back after giving up a touchdown on the opening drive. Just 1 first down permitted and then out. Obviously no loss of confidence with that defense, and now they get to turn it back to their offense.
On is the punter Scott here as he gets this one away. Now this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now, but let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. From the 26, they'll line up on 2nd and 4. Give to Pierce now on the option. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
79 Broncos.
From the gun on 3rd down, Sims. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And he's going to have a Bucs 1st down as he's able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 5. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Off play action, Sims. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
This is certainly a team that has proven it likes to target its backs through the air, and defensively, they were aware of that and certainly were prepared on that throw.
Seven Pirates.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
I would say it'd probably be a good idea for him to reintroduce himself to his receivers at the half because they're definitely on different wavelengths. but I also don't advocate waiting that long. Next series before you get out there. Hey, let's get together, guys. Let's get this thing moving.
Come on.
The Bucs on third down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10.
60 Maverick. Go.
Back to throw again. And that is incomplete.
Give them credit for excellent coverage, tight coverage. They're doing a lot of things that we talk about in basketball. They're causing disruptions in the passing game. And as long as that continues, it'll be tough for them to gain any momentum throwing the ball downfield.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. And he didn't quite have the backspin on that one. It hits at the 4 and continues into the end zone. It's a touchback. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. The last series for him, a little disappointing, forced to punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive. 1st and 10. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Oftentimes when you see a running back get bunched up in the backfield, it's usually because the defensive tackle is eating up blockers for others to make the play. Not in this case.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Back to throw, Howell. They'll set up the screen for Gibson. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
Well, partner, they've used him quite well out of the backfield in this one. And here's another nice example. They set up the screen, and he's able to pick his way downfield for a nice gain there.
They'll take it past the 40 to the 41, 2nd down.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. He's got it complete to Diggs, right side. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when it works out in the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up 4th down. On 4th down, J.K. Scott ready to punt it away. This is away, and a very good kick angled for the sidelines. And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback.
On the check.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started.
Go.
As we eat closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. First catch of this wild card game for a 1,000-yard receiver in the regular season. He's got a first down, too. Hand off left side, Pierce to the 43, 2nd down.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Panther Street.
They go again with Pierce. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
Okay, ready?
2 yards still to go. 3rd down now. 2 minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs. A reminder, as we did all through the regular season, we'll check in with Jonathan Coachman at halftime. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half of play. On 3rd and 2, Sims. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have the Buccaneers first down, and comfortably so, as he gets 5 there on 3rd and a yard.
That's a big conversion there on 3rd down because they did not want to give the ball up here late in the half. They'd love to take the clock all the way down and score. This will definitely help the cause.
Pretty solid run here on 1st down. Almost picked up another first, but he appears to be a few inches short. Clock running. The Bucs trying to go quickly and get set. On the RPO, that's complete right side.
They threw the screen to the perimeter, but to no benefit at all. Tackled behind the line of scrimmage for a loss of yardage.
This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard.
Hurry, hurry!
Pierce will try to pick it up. They'll be marked inches short. No gain on the play, and that's going to lead them to 4th down. Nice job there defensively to clamp down because really they've been on their heels this drive.
Agreed, and they really needed that one for confidence, just to feel a little bit better. But I don't know if I would be daunted by them stopping me on one run. This drive has gone pretty well. I could come right back at them.
Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. So the kick from here on a field goal would have been right at 53 yards, but instead, offense out there. They're going for it.
60 Eagles, 60 Eagles. Go.
Operating from the gun, Sims. And it's going to be batted down, and we'll go the other way with the football. The Bucs try it on 4th down, but come up empty. And the Commanders come through with a 4th down stand. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And with great starting field position and a couple of timeouts at their disposal, they'll certainly have the green light here. And the defense, they get to Howell. Will go down here. Howell try to get his offense to hurry up and get set.
A 10-yard loss on the play. It's 2nd down.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Howell. Going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
And they're not going to go quietly into this halftime break. They know they're in for a fight, so they're trying to make every possession count. They took the big shot there, but it winds up incomplete.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Sometimes the game is pretty simple. Put a few extra defensive backs on the field, give them nowhere to throw the football, force the incompletion, and get off the field on 3rd down.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Taken in at the 11. And when it's said and done, it's a 58-yard punt. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime.
Panther 11, Panther 11. Ready.
They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. And he's going to be taken down here as that will lead us to the end of the first half of play. And that'll do it for the end of the 2nd quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. One of these two teams about to play their final half of the season as we're back at it in this NFC wildcard bout. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone.
The Commanders take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And, CD, we are in for a very intriguing second half. This is what we wanted all tied. This is what postseason football is all about.
It certainly is. And doesn't it speak to the parity in the NFL? Roughly half the teams that made the playoffs the year before miss the next year, get replaced. We know it's an any given Sunday mentality. Nothing's easy in the playoffs, but when you have your shot, they're eager to seize it.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Here's Howell. Incomplete.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Powell. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
And so many times we look at the opening drive of the 3rd quarter as a tone setter, and many coaches do emphasize it. And that's a strong performance there defensively to force incompletion and, more importantly, force a quick punting situation.
He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. Taken in at the 22. They'll call that a 61-yard punt. He got all of that one. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense.
Here we go.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Pierce. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. 67 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
Well, the great coach has said football is really a simple game. Rush theirs, protect yours. And he's talking about those guys throwing the football. In this situation, the rush won, hitting the quarterback and forcing him into an incompletion.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have a Bucs 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. From Commanders territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 47. Give left side for Pierce. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a 1st down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
And Pierce gets it again on 2nd down. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. And the Washington pressure gets to him, and he will go down. Call it a loss of 4 there on the sack. And speaking of the number 4, it brings up 4th down now. So look at this. Here's the field goal unit coming out. And he is going to need to bomb this one. The kick by Bass is good. Charles, even as long field goals become more and more common, this is still a very rarefied error. Only just over 20 field goals have been kicked from 60 yards or further, and you can add his name to the list now.
And as calm as he tried to present himself, there's no doubt there were some nerves as he lined up to attempt that kick. But once the ball was snapped, he just swept the leg and boom, over the crossbar.
And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Now, this game, it has obviously been all about the defense on both sides of the football. Which offense is going to break through here? We'll see if they can do it on this drive. On first down, Howell. And he can't escape, and down he goes. Bradley Chubb from his outside linebacker spot, forcing the sack for a loss of 8.
And we all know how talented this guy is who's calling the signals for him, but even the best in the game, they can struggle against a good, cohesive zone coverage. Can't find a gap in the secondary quick enough, and he ends up taking a sack.
And a short 3-yard pickup gets him up to the 15.
I have to think a major focus in the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operated.
You pointed out to me at half, seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
Third and long, here's Howell. Throwing left sideline there, but it's incomplete.
We're into the second half now. This is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know, the rhythm seems off. On fourth down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. Fielded at about the 28. And that's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And they will take over first and 10. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get them 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now, the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it, and he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out.
Yeah, absolutely no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well. It'll be a gain of just a yard, and 3rd and 8 now.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
On 3rd down, Sims. And this is going to be incomplete.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
Here comes the Buccaneers punter now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. And look at this, it's a fake. And this is caught, and the gamble pays off. They get the first. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down.
Ready? Mustang 19. Buffalo 18.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. His throw incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
Third quarter, wild card round. Thanks for being along for the playoff ride with us. Here's 2nd and 10. And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43. Pretty good little two-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
65 catch, 65 catch. Cup 19, Cup 19. Trap 60, Trap 60, 79 Broncos. Check smash.
They'll send a receiver here in motion right. To throw on 3rd down, Sims. And he is caught. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Well, that's one way to convert on 3rd down, picking up 26 yards. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. off the play fake. Sims. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up second down.
And when you're in a one-score game in the second half, now's not the time to force the football in the places where you shouldn't. And that's a smart decision to just get that one out of there.
Quick throw caught by Godwin. And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. One quarter remains in this NFC Wild Card matchup. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Washington on 3rd down. They've converted 6 times and could use a 7th here. Here it's 3rd and 3. Going for it with Pierce. And he gets the first down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6. They're just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. They'll run here with Pierce. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Brings up second and goal at the 7-yard line.
18, Pioneer. Ready.
Looking to throw. Sims. And that one off the mark behind him. Incomplete.
A touch and time here critical for those types of throws. He put a lot of zip on that one. Needed just a little bit more finesse trying to get it to his back.
Ready.
This is a big play in this wild card matchup, facing 3rd and goal.
Ready.
Here's a quick throw out left. It's complete. A great job to hold him to just a yard there. Now it's 4th and goal.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Bit of a pressure spot here for Tyler Bass. This to swell the lead to 6. The kick by Bass is good. And the lead stretches to 6 here. It's 13-7. So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. If they want to advance in this divisional round, look, obviously the time is now. Trailing here in the 4th as they go to work on a crucial drive, 1st and 10.
All right, help me out here a little bit, partner, because what I'm seeing is a passing game that's just struggled to complete anything. No rhythm, no timing. Seems like every pass is also contested well, so give some credit to the defense.
Second down throw for Howell. He's got a man complete. Down the right sideline. And he's going to be forced out of bounds inside the 5-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. 75 yards.
And the offense is saying to itself right now, if only they were all this easy, because he was wide open. And once he made the catch, plenty of room to work his way downfield. That was a breakdown on the defensive side of the ball, one that they want to fix immediately.
They'll try to run this one in. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down.
There's no question that coming into this game, this defense is pretty vocal about its desire to take this running back out of his game. And all that pregame whooping has turned into results.
second and goal. They'll give it to him again. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop it behind the line. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up third down.
And now third and goal coming up. The loss on second down. That just means this crowd's going to get even louder. And they'll get a little bit of extra help from the defenders as they exhort them to join them in the effort.
And now can they reverse the trend on third and goal with the last 2 plays having gone backwards? And Howe will throw it. And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17. A nightmare on third and goal. He's sacked, and multiple players broke through the line to get him. So on fourth down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. And his kick is good. And that will cut the lead back down to 3 at 13-10. So with that field goal, this one's now back within a field goal. Maybe not the ultimate result they wanted, but gets them that much closer.
This game is unfolding like a really good book, isn't it? Because I feel like there's a few more plot twists yet to be revealed before this one is over.
And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And this a very important drive leading in the fourth quarter of this wild card game. But this one far from over as they start out here first down. They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
I may be an analyst, but I'm also a fan. I love it when people take the big shots downfield, but he was under a lot of duress. And I think that forced the incompletion downfield. Didn't have a real good chance to find his target.
Now a throw here, hauled in, and brought down, but not before they're able to get it up to the 25. 10 yards there and a Buccaneer first down.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field, and here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
There's a short one taken in by Otten.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomped down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. An ideal spot here to get a first down and try to run some more clock. And this is second and less than a yard. Now a handoff for Pierce. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. Only a gain of a yard, but that's all they needed.
One thing I do know that offensive linemen like, they like a guy who's carrying the ball that will take what is blocked. Not try and create a big play and maybe take a loss, not try and go where the blocking isn't. But if it's just all that's there and you just put your head and your shoulders down and get that, you get the respect of the big guys up front.
Here's Sims. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end.
Second and 6 at the 39-yard line.
3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth. From the 39-yard line, here comes second down at 6.
19 Lions. Go.
Pierce takes it straight ahead.
And this is an absolutely big third down that's been set up here, partner. And there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here if they have any hopes of winning this game.
Has to. You said big third down. I'd put the word big in capital letters here. Now, this is a big third down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here.
Ready, go. Ready.
Now Sims. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And now we're going to get a timeout defensively. So another stop, 1:50 left in the football game. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up first and 10.
70 Timberwolves, 60 Mavericks, 60 Mavericks. Nineteen tight. Ready.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Looking left side, and he's got him in. That's Pierce. And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. Now Washington going to go ahead and use their final timeout. as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
Let's go.
Back to throw. Sims delivers another one to Pierce. And he is going to have a Bucs first down. All Smiles on that sideline. That should be the run to do it.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
Victory formation now for the Buccaneers. Down to a knee they go.
Ready.
They go down to a knee, and that will do it. They are moving on here in the playoffs. And that knee will do it. Can't stop the clock defensively, so they protected their home field, got the victory in the wild card round.
And rewarded their home crowd. They came out in force for this one, really supported them throughout the year, and boy, they were something special in this one. And maybe it's their last home game, and if so, they sent them out with a great visual, didn't they?
Go.
They said beginning of the season they wanted to get past the wild card round. Well, they just got past the wild card round.
How about that, being able to put the big check marks up in the locker room, right? Get to the wild card game, check, got that done. Win a wild card game, big check. Now you've got to go ahead and set your sights higher. There is a bigger prize out there, and they still have an opportunity.